Hello everybody on YouTube, it's your boy the Memphis XL, right back at you with the 100 days of Yu-Gi-Oh! We're dueling with 100 different decks over 100 different days. Today everybody, we're taking a look at a blast from the past. We're taking a look at a updated version of Mokey Mokey. That's right, we got ourselves a deck that's centered around Mokey Mokey here. We're going to be summoning out Mokey Mokey along with his little buddies, level 1 normies all. And we have ourselves a deck that can do 1 parts long-winded combo, 1 parts toolboxy OTK sort of thing. It's a deck that can do a whole lot of different things depending on the sort of hand you get. We have ourselves a whole bunch of stuff we can do. And we're going to be taking this into yugioh Pro, showing it off, showing you how it works, having ourselves a good old time with some Moki action. Just trying to do some nice, clean, fun Yugi tubing. Just some nice, clean duels. No need for massive board negates, things like that. Nothing like that. We're just going for clean Mokey Mokey goodness. So, real quick, we're going to go over the deck we'll be using today, and then we're going to show it off in some duels in the Wild West of Yu-Gi-Oh! So, for our main deck, we're playing 2 copies of a Volcanic Rat, 3 copies of Shadow Spectre, 2 copies of Water Spirit, 2 copies of the Ancient Jar, 3 copies of Bat, 3 copies of Mokey Mokey, 1 Flameful Guard. We have 2 copies each of Jizukiru and Thunder King the Kaijus, and 1 Performapal Hippo. We have 2 copies of Unexpected Die, 3 copies of the Enchanting Fitting Room. We have 1 Dragon's Mirror, 1 copy of Card Destruction, 1 Monster Born, 3 Leeching of the Light, 3 copies of Tri-White, 2 copies of Super Hippo Carnival, and 3 copies of Piercing the Darkness. As for our extra deck, we have 1 copy of a Relinquished Anima, 1 Linky Spider, 1 Masquerena and a Proxy Dragon, 1 Crystron Halkafiberax, 1 copy of Access Code Talker, 2 copies of Saryuja, 1 Avramax, 1 copy of 5-Headed Link Dragon. We have Lyrilusc Assemble Robin, we have Lyrilusc Assemble Nightingale, 1 number 54 Lionheart, 1 copy of Formula Synchron, and a copy of First of the Dragons. As for the side deck, there's a few things, if you feel like you need a battle trap for some reason, you have things like Just a Break, or just any Mirror Force sort of thing that your opponent won't be expecting. This one's more thematic, because, we're playing a lot of normie monsters, so, whatever battle trap you want to feel like putting in the deck, like Storming Mirror Force, I would recommend as well, things like that. You also have the Amulet of Ambition. If a normie equipped with this battle is a high-level monster, our monster gets 500 points times the difference in levels, which works against anything that is not an Xyz or a Link monster. We also have another Super Hippo Carnival, which is a pretty nice card. It combos very well with Leeching of the Light. So, if you feel like you just want to swarm out with tokens to use with Leeching of the Light, go ahead and check out another one on this card. If you want to make the Kaijus more often and have a field nuke, you got Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, of course. Got stuff like that if you want to take out some of the one-off, kind of cards. This can be rather effective as well. With all the level 1 normies we have, I used to run Triangle Power in this deck last year, and you can still run this. It just gives all of your, level 1 normal monsters that are not tokens a 2,000 boost. Doesn't give it to the hippos, but it gives it to everybody else. You also have 1 for 1 if you feel like you need more summoning, but, Unexpected Die could do just as well. There's another one of that guy. And you have other exceeds, like numbers 13 and 31. If your opponent's just playing all battle, no nukes and things like that, no negates for whatever reason, these 2 conjoined can be a very devastating combo that just, a battle-focused archetype has trouble dealing with. And, we're playing all these monsters that are level 1. Because of Enchanted Fitting Room, it works for level 3 or lower normies. You could play higher level monsters if you wanted, bigger numbers or, synchro plays, things like that. But we don't need that. We got ourselves level 1 solidarity here. And that's all we need. So, there's the deck we'll be using today, everybody. Let's now head out into good old yugioh Pro, show this deck off, show you how it works, and we'll have ourselves a good old time. Alright, our first opponent, another day and another card game. This opening hand is... it's interesting. It's got stuff. It's got things. I got a Kaiju if I need it. Leeching of the Light would make this perfect. And, we want to go second with this deck. Going second is usually better. 1, we get more draws. 2, we have some OTK things like Leeching the Light and just going for big old Link Instinct plays. And my opponent, didn't have anything, which is a little unusual, but I'm fine with this. So we're going to activate Pierce the Dark. If we summon a normie, we get to draw ourselves another card. It's pretty nice. Just really nice. And also, any of our Exceeds or Fusions or Synchros using normies as material, they can just gain lots of attack. It really works well with the Leerlisks. That way I can do some fancy things with the Leerlisks. You know, combined with Piercing the Darkness, it's pretty nutty. So we're going to go ahead and use a Linky Stinky Spider. We're trying to fill up the graveyard here because we have Tri-White, one of our strongest cards. It's a pretty amazing card. Sadly, I didn't draw into a tuner. That would have probably been nice, but don't have that. That's okay. We're just going to attack with our monsters. My opponent didn't draw any monsters or anything. So, I'm just going to attack my opponent with these things. Shadow Spectre. When was the last time this boy did damage? It's probably last year when I did Mokey Mokies. I did a very nice Mokey Mokey deck last year. It's probably my best video I ever made. And let me tell you, I'm trying to recapture a little bit of that today. You know, I got the same sleeves as last time. I was planning something a little bit more majestic for the sleeves and the thumbnail, but I feel like that original idea would have blinded some people with its magnificence, so I had to dumb it down just a little wee bit. So we have ourselves our opening here. It doesn't look like much, but the potential is massive. Bamboo Sword. Alrighty, so this is the Bamboo Draw Engine. Alright. I can't imagine this is Exodia, though, because why on earth you would play Pot and Exodia? I don't know, that seems kind of dangerous to me. I feel like this is some sort of combo that's not working. But 'tis what it is. Let me tinker here. I need more normies, and I happen to have not drawn a normie right at the moment. So, let me think about this. I could do more, but I really don't need to. Let's just keep battling. We'll just keep battling. You know, we're going to take it nice. You know, I wanted a deck that can do a whole lot of stuff. And all I really need is just a couple cards to go through. You know, if I had a tuner, I'd be like Heaven City right now. I'd just be going into Halky Feberax and just fill in the grave with normies. Because that's what Tri-White's all about. Level 2 or lower normies, I can bring back 3 of them things. And that's why Tri-White in this deck, and this is why we're not playing like Jerry Beans Man. Jerry Beans Man, pretty cool dude. Pretty good dude. He has a sword. He has a pretty nice sword. But, you know, Tri-White even better. Alright, he's still sticking with the bamboo sword draw thing. Still don't know what kind of deck this is. My opponent really hasn't done anything. And we'll see indeed. We'll see. I'm just going to end my turn. We don't need to do anything else. You know, once my opponent does things, I will do things. Now, he's probably trying to make some sort of crazy OTK or something of his own. I would imagine. I still don't think this is Exodia, because that would just be ridiculous. I'm saying that now because I fully expect to get Exodia any second now. We'll find out. We'll see. I mean, so far, my opponent's not really telling me much about their deck, other than they like to draw cards. I do too. That's why Piercing the Darkness is in here. Just summon out some normies, draw another card. I really wish it was one per each normie. I mean, that might be broken in of itself, but come on. Just let me have my draws. Let me have my draws, dang it. Alright. Come on, man. What are you going to show me? Show me something. Show me something beautiful. I don't care what it is. Just show it to me. My opponent, I think he's very shy. My opponent's a very shy boy. You know, he's got this idea with the bamboo sword draw engine, which is a pretty nice draw engine, but he's not drawing the things he wants to draw. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I still got to discard a card. It's got to be the cursed sword. Okay. He just really focused on that bamboo. Very, very focused on bamboo. Alright, okay. Oh, it's a Maha Vailo deck. Interesting. Very interesting. We've drawn into Monster Born. I'm going to blatantly put it here in case that happens to be impermanence. I just really want my jar back. You know, most jars are banned. Maybe Ancient Jar should be banned. He's just so good. And there he is. There's my boy. There's my son. Mokey Mokey. Mokey Mokey. He's the face of the deck for a reason, folks. Because he's a level 1 light monster. And he's a very nice monster. So, now we have all this. We're going to make Saryuja. We're going to just make Saryuja be like, hello, I am Saryuja. We used 4 materials. I get to draw 4 cards. I'm holding up 5 fingers. But yeah, you get the idea. Let's see. No. I got Leech in the Light, but he has no monsters. I'd have an OTK here. If he just had some dang old monsters. So we're going to put these 3 back. And so now what we can do is activate Tri-White. And bring back our 3 normies. And you know what the best thing about Tri-White is? It ain't once per turn. That's a pretty devastating card. And you know, I could go for Saryuja again, but I really don't need to here. I'm just going to make everybody bigger. And keep attacking with my Mokis. Just Mokey Mokey, you know, there's a continuous spell. Mokey Mokey Smackdown. This is the real Mokey Mokey Smackdown. It's Mokey Mokey and friends. All the Mokis and all the friends in the world just laying the smack. I really do wish I knew what this guy was playing, though. Okay, he's going to have 100 life. We'll give him a shot. A shot and a prayer. That's what he gets. As you know, I could do something. I could go for exceeds and things, and some might say that's a smart thing to do. Let me double check exactly how Maha Vailo works here. Number of equipped cards equipped. It gains 1,000 attack. Opponent cannot activate monster effects during the battle phase. Opponent card or effects activated that targets this card. Opponent cannot activate cards or effects during the battle phase. Any damage the card inflicts is doubled. Okay. Certainly interesting. I'm kind of tempted to make something. I'm conflicted. You know what? You know, it's fine. I could go harder, but you know, this guy hasn't done anything. This guy's just playing Maha Vailo Turbo, I guess. I guess this is what this is. An interesting idea, to be sure. Unfortunately, it just did not work. But you know what? We got to show off a little taste of what this deck can do. As you can see, Tri-White, absolutely busted. Just bringing back the monsters. And I could have made a double Saryuja. One more monster. I could have made 5-headed dragon. And I could have done that. Could have done that. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. But it's okay. Let's go now into duel number 2. We have more time to show off more of what this deck can do. I really want to show off the OTK with Leech to Light. All we need is this, a Kaiju, and preferably the Hippos. But, you know, any monsters will do. So, let's go for duel number 2. Show off more of what this deck can do. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. And show our boy Belowski proud. We're Belowski's Roar today, if you hadn't noticed. You know, good old Belowski GX character. One of the finest characters in any Yu-Gi-Oh anime ever. You know, it's a shame he only showed up like twice, but let me tell you, those 2 times he showed up, they were some of the finest moments in all of Yu-Gi-Oh history, man. He was a pretty weird kid. He was like an obelisk blue kid, and he acted like a stoner. He probably was a stoner. And, you know, just everything out of his mouth was pure gold. You know? Just impossible character to recreate nowadays. Impossible, I tell you. So what is this guy playing? Scraps? I like Scraps. Okay, Scrap Recycler. Huh, that's not a good sign. I mean, I got Jizukiru. I've got things for this. Crystron Rosen. Okay, interesting. So, I'm thinking, is this a scrap deck, or is this what I think it is? If it's a scrap deck, I'm not super worried. If this is Orcust, I'm very worried. We'll see how it goes. So, he's got his Scrap Wyvern. I might have to do Scraps before the end of this 100 days. Scraps is one of my favorite decks. Certainly my favorite Synchro deck. Not like Orcust version. Orcust version can go in a fire. I like the pure version, the OTK version, the make twin scrap dragon boy version. That's me. That's what I like to do. So, yeah, you've got your Orcust bubble. So now all of his Orcust things are quickies, which is really annoying. But here's what it is. We'll see how we go here. If things go our way, we can certainly do some stuff and some things. All depends. So yeah, Scrap Golem, pop in the Wyvern, and then this guy will bring back Who we don't know yet. Okay, Recycler, of course, because he wants another machine in the grave. This is one of those cards that's just not a once per turn. Not a solid one, anyway. You know, our cards are not even once per turn at all. Him, well, no, he's not even a normal, he's not a once per turn at all. He's just whenever he's normal or special summoned. The other part's, you know, the other part's a once per turn, but that's not an important part. So, banish this card from the grave, target a banished Orcust. Oh no, the other part, World Legacy from the hand. Okay. Get the Wand. Get the Wand. Get the Wand on the field. Alright, so now what are you doing? Lieb? Set World Legacy, but can't be played while you have no World Legacies in the grave, but he already has one. Okay. Certainly going to be doing the combos and the wombos. What is he getting? Succession? Okay. You know what? We're just going to have to skip ahead a little bit. I feel like we need to skip just a little bit ahead. This guy's going to meander. And more important things are going to happen on our turn. So, I'm going to skip ahead until this guy's done doing his very long-winded combo. I could sit through here and tell you all about it, but trust me, he's going to be going for a while. So, I'll be back as soon as this guy's done doing the Scrap Recycler Shuffle. Alrighty, so my opponent finally ended his turn. And it was quite the turn, let me tell you. I mean, he made like Rusty Bardiche and Foulblade, and he made Orcust Symbol Skeleton. So, quite the long-winded affair here. So let's immediately Jizakure this, because we really don't want him to have Orcust Crescendo. Not if I can help it. Maybe he has something else to stop this, but we're just going to hope for the best. So, what we're going to go ahead and do with this opening hand is... Let me think about this. Okay, we'll give it a shot. Let's go for Shadow Spectre. You know, he has the Fog Blade. That don't work on Shadow Spectre. He's one of them normie boys. So we're going to summon out our Linky Stinky Spider. We're going to attempt to bait this out. And hope for the best on Enchanted Fitting Room. This is going to be the thing that either makes us or breaks us. We'll find out. He has that one Fog Blade. Oh yeah, he also has Appaloosa. That'll affect us too, but it is what it is. Okay, so that'll stop me there. Alright. Give it a go. Enchanted Fitting Room. Go, go, go. Give me at least... I'd like 3 monsters, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see. I'm going to excavate 4. If I get any little monsters, I'm in the go. I'm in the green. I am in the green machine, baby. What are you going to do? You got Fog Blade. You can't do much else. Okay, 1, 2. 2 is good. 2 will work. 2 is A-okay with me. That'll give me just enough stuff to do things. So, what we're going to go ahead and do here... Yes. We're going to use these 2. Make ourselves a Pyraxi Dragon. We just need ourselves a Pyraxi Dragon. You know, just to have all our monsters in the grave. Because we're going to revive everybody with Tri-White. He still has that Fog Blade. And what else does he have? Is he got, like... He's got stuff and things. Does he have stuff to negate me? If he did, he would have done this by now. I believe so. I mean, all of his monsters are quickies because of that dang old field spell of his, but... Other than that, not much has happened here. But I got a lot of monsters. No Mokies. Sadly, no Mokies. I was kind of hoping for a Moki. But we will live with what we have. We shall live with what we have. So, what do you got? Appaloosa? I don't care. I activate Leeching of the Light. I shall now make all my monsters gain 3,300 attack points. So, unless he has some way of interrupting this, I think we're good. I don't know if I can OTK through all this, but I can certainly do some damage. I'll have 5 monsters that are well over 3,000 attack. He can stop one of them. Or he can just make one of them untargetable for attacks, which is also a thing. What attributes do I have? I don't think I have 5 different attributes. I have like 4. Yeah. So I could make Link 5 Dragon. I might do that in the main phase too. For now, the battle phase! So, let's go ahead and ram over literally everything. Let's go ahead, attack Appaloosa the Bruiser. You know, he can't use Fog Blade on my rat, because it is a normie monster. Okay, so banish this, target monsters, blah, 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 blah. Send Dark Machine from deck to grave. Gains attack equal to the level times 100. Okay. So, it'll get bigger. It'll take less damage. Still ain't enough. So, let's go ahead and ram over Mr. Rusty Bardiche. We don't want him to keep Rusty Bardiche if we can help it. Okay, we'll protect the Rusty Bardiche. Or, he'll stop Proxy Dragon. It's fine by me. I don't care. I must still wipe out everything else you got, lad. You know, he'll have himself still things. He still has the Silent Boots. He still has Crescendo. Which is certainly not good for me, but it is what it is. So, what are we going to do now that my opponent's not dead? I could make ensemble. Does this negate monster effects? Monster effect, edit, control, Orcust link. Let me double check his graveyard real quick. Banish this card, targeted banished Orcust, summon it. Okay. Does he have anything in the graveyard that specifically brings back a thing? No, not really. So, what are we going to go ahead and do? I could make Saryuja, which is also pretty nice. Actually, that'll probably get me more. Let's see. 1, 2, okay, I need to use 4 of these. I don't really have any negates or anything, so that doesn't really help me that much. I'm just going to go ahead and make Ensemble Robin. It'll be a nice 1500 monster. And now that I've got Ensemble Robin, if he special summons something, I can detach material to bounce that something to my opponent's hand. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, that'll stop at least some of his stuff. He only has 2 cards left. This doesn't do anything. He can search out one of his spell traps. That's about it. So, alright, so he will just automatically go for that, getting another Fog Blade. Alrighty. It'll certainly stop some of my things, that's for certain. Alright. Bringing back a dude. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and detach. Bounce. So now he has to use up his normal summon if he wants to summon back the symbol. What you got? Alright, so he's got the Fog Blade. That's about it. It's still something, though. That will stop my Ensemble Robin. Just really hoping that whatever we draw into gives us a hand here. So, Girzu. Dang old top decking Girzu here. That already had it this whole time, but we'll see how that goes. So, Girzu, send an Orcust. Treat this card as a tuner. Summon a token to both players' field. Okay. What did he send to the graveyard? This thing? Yes. I bounced the token into non-existence land. No tokens for you. Alright, touch and go, touch and go. If I could draw into either if I could draw Tri-White, I win this, I think. More or less. Because if I could get Tri-White on the board, I could make that 5-headed dragon. Maybe I should have just made the 5-link dragon. It's such a tricky thing, because he is a nice 5k beater, and he is immune to everything. But the problem is you have to pay, like, banish 5 cards every turn, or else he gets destroyed. Non-optional there. So he's really something you make when you're going in for the kill, or you, like, just, your opponent has nothing left, basically. So, what is he doing? He did something. It doesn't say what he did. I think he banished another Orcust. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Send to graveyard. Make monster bigger. Okay. Not terrible. And let me think. I do have Proxy Dragon still. He is a Link 2. So there's potential here. Really depends on how much he can destroy. Then he'll also have the symbol Skeleton, so he can just bring back Galatea. Alright. Well, unfortunately, that's just going to allow him to play his counter trap. So, or... Okay, he's not going to use the effect of Automata. Oh, or he's not going to use Crescendo, I should say. He's going to negate himself. Okay. I guess that's cool. Maybe. Maybe he wanted to do that. Possibly. Maybe. I don't think he actually wanted to do that. I'm pretty sure that was a mistake. Pretty sure. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, buckle my shoe. Access code talker. Now that's a guy who speaks with a mighty power. If I can get an access code talker, I think I win this one. Could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure that's a win. Pretty sure that's a win right there. I think that's when your opponent lot points go to 0. Now, granted, he still has all those quickies. So we'll see how it goes. So what we're going to go ahead and do here. 1, 2, 3. And... can't make access code talker because I need to have specifically effect those. So what we're going to do is summon out Bat. Good old Bat. It's like a bat. It's like a bat. Like, not a baseball bat, but I can imagine you could use this guy as a baseball bat. Like, look at him. He doesn't even look like a bat. He's like some sort of crazy, like, Bandai toy or something. He's just like a boomerang with wings. Like a boomerang with wings. So, what we're going to go ahead and do here is make Masquerade. Hacha. You got something? I mean, you already know he has the quickies. Okay, no quickies? Good. So let's go 1, 2, buckle my shoe, access code talker. And that ought to be spelling doom for you, my dude. Because you can't respond to access code talker's effects. And I got 3 monsters in the grave, so I can just pop your field spell. I can pop your set card. Actually, I think he still lives. Unfortunately, I think he's still alive because he can still banish the trap from his grave to summon a monster. So, unfortunately, this is not going to be gamed so much, but him losing everything certainly helps. So, yeah, he's got the Fog Blade. That thing can just, banish it, bring back a Phantom Knight. Unless he just doesn't feel like doing it. Who knows? I mean, you'd think you'd do that right away. Okay, there we go. So he's not quite dead yet. Not yet, but we're working on it. We're working pretty darn hard on it. And I still got Water Spirit waiting in the wing, man. My opponent, he might be thinking he's safe. But, I can't be beaten in card effects. I can't be destroyed by card effects. I'm a 4,300 beat stick. Let me think about this. So, yeah, that's going to be banished now. He does have Dingirzu in the grave, so if you can revive that somehow, that could be a problem. But we'll see how it goes. I would not expect Mokey Mokey to stand a chance against a combo-heavy deck like this, but as you can see, it's turn 5, but we're doing pretty good. I'm happy with this way this duel's going, So, what is he going to do? Bring back Galatea? Okay. I am out of the pops. I kind of had to destroy everything because I knew he had the Fog Blade. And this can't be destroyed by battle now. The field spell, he can get that back. You can just get the darn thing back. Alright. We'll see. My hope is that he makes a fool's mistake and puts one of his big monsters in one of these zones. That or has something that's in one of these zones that points to me. Because then I can make Relinquished Anima and potentially just win there. Alright, Dingirzu. Yeah, I figured as much. I figured that as much. Alright, thank you, Access Code Talker. You did us a service. Alright, so now he is just gonna get another Orcust spell trap. Probably means, unfortunately, another copy of... Oh no, what is this? Orchestrated Return. Draw 2. Okay, it's a draw 2 card. And then he can banish this to get this back, so I might be dead here. Unfortunate. Well, darn. I was so close, man. We were really close. You know, that was a good duel. That was a lot of good back and forth. Got to show off a lot of what this here deck can do. Unfortunately, my opponent, just all the recursion and all them negates and things, and dang old Dingirzu. But, you know, we put our best foot forward. We got to do some things. Unless this guy, like, somehow doesn't OTK me, or not OTK, but he doesn't finish me off somehow. I don't know. I mean, he didn't just attack, so either he's flexing or he made a mistake. Could go either way. Could go either way. We'll find out. Let's see. 36... 44. 44. Okay, so I'm not dead right now. Let's see. We'll see indeed. I mean, he didn't attack me. If he had attacked me, he would have won. So clearly my opponent has underestimated us. He thinks, oh, this guy's playing level 1 normie monsters. My deck is clearly superior. But, you know, if he doesn't kill me now, I will take him down. Alright, reinforcement of the army. He already did the summon. Alright. But yeah, I'm pretty much... Yeah, even if I go for Anima, I mean, I can steal Dingirzu, and that's cool, and get rid of Galatea. But that's about all I can do. Tri-White would be the only thing that can, like, actually save me. Because then I could make big old board. And that would be the nice thing I could do if I could just draw to Tri-White. Because then I can make Assembled Nightingale. 2, 4, 6, 8... Yeah. Yeah, Tri-White would be the best thing. Granted, we don't know what this is. This is probably just another Orcust Crescendo. We'll see. We'll see indeed. My opponent definitely just, like, he's just trying to flex a bit. Because he could have won if he just kept that Girzu. But he chose not to. So, we'll take the damage. Come on. Heart of the cards. Heart of the cards. Tri-White. That's all I need. Tri-White would be perfect. Because then I can just do all the things in the world. What, you're gonna... Oh, you're gonna quick effect in the battle phase on me? You gonna be like that, my dude? No? Okay, good. Good. I'm good with that. I'm fine with that. Alrighty, main phase the second. Alright. Fingers crossed, y'all. We're gonna take a look and see what's on top of our deck here. Gonna take a look and hopefully it's something. The power of Mokey Mokey King compels you. Unexpected die. Okay. That doesn't help me at all. Let me think about that. Turbo Attitude. Make Hulk if I just had a bigger link, that would work, but it don't. So we'll go for an unexpected die. Try to bait out a potential negate or an Ash Blossom or whatever. I don't know if this will work or not, but if this is Crescendo... no, it's not, but he's got Galatea. He's going to put another card back in the deck. Alright. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think this is going to work, but... You know, we go down with Mokey Mokey. Mokey Mokey will be here. You know what? We're going to go and summon that Water Spirit for this. And I'm going to be like, hey, I've got Relinquished Anima. You probably might have expected this, but I'm going to do it anyway. You know, he probably has, you know, the orchestrated thingy. Or another Fog Blade. But you know, we're going to give this a shot anyway. Let's go give it a shot. You know, this might not be... Let's see. Orcust in the grave. Summon it. Yep. I mean, you can summon an Orcust, and that'll save your life points. That's for sure. So... Oh, I was just going to activate stuff on my turn. This is my turn, man. Supposed to let me do stuff now. Supposed to let me do the things. Alright. Well, unfortunately, not a win here. I can do damage, and that's about... You know what? I'm going to get rid of Galatea. Just get out of here, Galatea. I don't need you on the board no more. Shade Brigadine. Yeah? It doesn't stop me or anything. So, we'll go out on our own terms. We don't need to sit through another 10 minutes of this guy's combos. So, unfortunately, a loss. But that was a pretty damn good duel. I'm proud of Mokey Mokey for that duel. You know, if things got a little different, probably would have won. If I just drawn to Tri-White, we would have definitely won. But we didn't. So, let's go for duel number 3. Have one last chance at romance. Show off this deck one more time. And try to go for the whole 9 yards. Alrighty, third opponent. Last chance for romance. This time we get to pick to go second. So that's a good start already. Alright, hippos are here. Lots of normies. Tri-Whites waiting in the wing. Arima the Wicked Warden. Oh, she. Lair of dankness. That could be a problem. Could be a problem indeed. But we shall see. You know, it might have to just mess with this guy a bit. So he's got Lilith, Lady of Lamentations. Tribute Dark Monster. Dang old Lord of the Heavenly Prison. And unfortunately now all of the monsters on the field are dark, so sadly, this kind of messes with my combo here. Alright, that actually might save our butts. So we're going to go ahead and activate Card Destruction. Discard everything. Set card, activated some of this card from the hand, blah, 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 blah. So that'll take care of the King of the Sky Prison, unless I'm mistaken. Just discard everything, draw, ooh. Ooh. That's pretty damn nice. Let's go for Enchanted Fitting Room. We'll confuse the heck out of this guy. He'll have no idea what hit him. He'll have no idea. Come on, give me something. Okay, Spectre, that's something. You know, it's a Spectre. It's not much, but it will make bigger things, especially because I have another one of these. Two of them things. So, yep, Enchanted Fitting Room. Once again. I do have to be careful, though, because he does have the ability to tribute my nonsense. So, we'll see how it goes. We'll see. See, normally this would be the part where I make, like, something big and tough and big. But that don't work in this situation. So, what we're going to have to do here is... let's see. Okay, here's what we're going to go ahead and do. Summon that Link Spider. That's step 1. We're going to activate a copy of Tri-White to bring back Bat, Moki, and Spectre. See, this guy, he's got the ability to tribute my stuff, which is never fun. But you know what we have? We have the heart of the cards, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we've got. So we're going to go ahead and make... I don't have all 5 attributes, do I? Not even close. I have 4 different attributes. Unaffected by other cards' effects. I don't know if this works or not. Let's give it a shot. 5-headed Link Dragon. No one expects. So he does have Lilith, though. He will tribute my Spectre. That is something he can still do. Yeah, I made 5-headed Link Dragon. What say you to that, little boy? Go ahead. Do it. Do it now. He'll do it at some point. He's just thinking about, you know, what he wants to use. He's going to tribute himself. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, he could have tributed my monsters, but he chose not to. 3 traps. Picks 1. Okay. I can live with that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty dope. And chill. Chillax. Okay. So just like basic removal stuff. Okay. It's not like he can play that now, so I'm okay with that. Oh, Dankest Diablos. Okay. Cool. Okay, so I still have the battle, the phases are still set, so let me think about this. Can I OTK here? I don't think I can. Let's go for Tri-White, bring back the stuff. We're just going to go all in with this one. You know, it's the third duel. I want to show off the all in. And I got Mokey Mokey. I got my Moke. So this isn't a quick effect, right? This is like a non-quick effect. One of those not quick effects, you might call them. So we're going to go for Proxy Dragon. So this doesn't do anything because he just said it. This doesn't do anything because it has to be his turn. So the question is, for us, is what on earth is the last card on his field? Because it's clearly something. So let's go ahead into Access Code Talker. And my opponent surrenders. Alrighty, well that'll work just fine. You know, this, like I said, this is not an OTK. This is like 7 cards short of an OTK, or 700 life. But you would have had life points left. You know, I would have popped this, pop. But there you go. So let's go for the end screen now. This isn't going to get much better. So let's go ahead into the end screen, everybody. We've shown off most of what we want to do today. So let's go into the end screen and talk more about the deck. Alrighty, Mokey Mokey OTK Toolbox Jamboree, whatever the word is. We went 2-1, which is actually what we went last year with this deck. So glad to see that Mokey's power has not diminished much over the time. So as you can see with this deck, when you get the right hand and a little bit of luck off the enchanting and just fill the grave, this deck can make insane boards. Now, we never got to do like the OTK like we wanted. We got close. We did get close, you know. If it wasn't for that dang old Fog Blade, it would have been. But 'twas not to be today. But other than that, you know, we had some really good duels. You know, we had a win against a guy who didn't really do much, but we got to at least show, you know, the link climbing. We got a very nice duel against the Orcust Phantom Knight Orcust, whatever you want to call it, Scrap Orcust. That shows you what we do up against a combo deck. You know, if things go our way, good. If they don't, it gets very close. And then the last opponent was just, you know, that was what happens when you happen to have double tri-white. It's pretty brutal. So, I hope everybody at home enjoyed the Moki action. Make sure if you did, hit the like button. It lets me know that you appreciate the content that I make. And, you know, if you really like it, consider subscribing as well. You know, no pressure, of course. Just if you enjoy it, it lets me know that you really, really enjoy it. And so tomorrow we're taking a look at day 80 of the 100 days. And I got something special for y'all. I got something special cooked up. So, hope to see you guys there. Your boy, the Memphis Accelerate, sign out. Till next time, stay safe, stay happy, and I'll see you next time.